You are given an array ARR of size n. Your task is to rotate the array by d position to the left. For example, if array ARR is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and d is equal to 2, the algorithm should return an output of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2. Notice that all the elements of the array has moved 2 elements to their left. What is the approach to develop this algorithm? If we look closely, we can see that the d-1 elements of the array are just being reversed and shifted to the end of the array. And similarly, the elements from d to n-1 elements are being reversed and shifted to the start of the array. Now we have accomplished the behavior of our algorithm. So now the approach is to split the array into two parts. One array contains the elements from 0 to d-1 and the other array would contain elements from d to n-1. Then reverse the elements of array A, reverse the elements of array B, finally reverse the entire resulting array to get the left rotated array. Now let's put this approach into an example. We have an array which contains elements 10, 20 and so on up to 80. The size of the array n is 8 and d is 3. First, split the array into two parts. One contains elements 10, 20 and 30 and the other part contains elements from 40 to 80. Next, reverse the first part of the array. It becomes 30, 20, 10. Reverse the second part of the array which becomes 80, 70, 60, 50, 40. Finally, reverse the entire array. We get the array which has the elements shifted by 3 places to the left. Our approach is working. Now let's look at the pseudocode for our algorithm. We would have a function called rotate which would take parameters array, size of the array n and the number of places the elements of the array to be moved, that is d. The rotate function would call a reverse function 3 times for all the 3 reversal condition. Then we would have the reverse function which takes the parameters array, the start of the array and the end of the array to be reversed. In the function, there is a while loop which checks whether the start is less than the end. In the loop, the swapping takes place and start is incremented and end is decremented. This is the pseudocode. Now let's start to code our reversal algorithm. We have the basic structure of a C file. We have declared the header of the file and declare the main function. The main function is calling a print array function which just prints all the elements of the array. In the main function, we are declaring an array with the elements from 1 to 9 and also we are declaring size of the array called n, which is size of the array divided by the size of the first element of the array. We are declaring the d to be 10 and then we are calling the rotate function. We implement the rotate function which takes the parameters array, the size of the array n and the d parameter. In the rotate function, it calls the reverse function 3 times for the first part, the second part and the third part. We implement the reverse function which takes the parameters array, the start of the array and the end of the array. In the reverse function, we call a while loop which checks whether the start is less than end. Here we implement the swapping logic. We create a variable called temporary and assign it to be the start element of the array. In that while loop, the start element of the array is then replaced with the end element of the array and the end element of the array is then replaced with the temp value. We increment the start by 1 and decrement the end by 1. Then we run the program and we can see all the elements in the array has been shifted by 2 places to their left. The time complexity of this algorithm is big O of n. By the way, the source code for this file is in the description. To check whether you have understood the logic of this algorithm, just try to reverse the elements to the right instead of left and comment it down so I can check how many of you have understood the algorithm. Finally, if you are not able to solve it, it's fine. but rewatch the video and try to understand the principle and approach of the algorithm and try to solve it again. Congratulations on understanding the reversal algorithm and signing out.